Yeah, the Ice Sword crit is not terrific.
But it's +2 though.
And we're dealing with minimum 1200 health.
That's one crit. Damage poison coming out. Oh no, down goes the fighter. Unfortunate.
A combination of spamming Cake and Zap will bust through that fight, but it might take longer than they're comfortable with.
Yeah. Instead, Sunflash is gonna head to Volcano. He's gonna get that cube on the right side.
That's an interesting spot to land the airship. I didn't know we could do that now. Like, I knew the path existed, it just never, like, entered my brain that you could just park there.
You can land in any spot you can walk.
And
that's grassy.
and it's technically fewer tiles from the other landing spot. You know what? I like that landing spot now. It's a good landing spot.
It's a good landing strip if you think about it, you know?
Yeah.
It's a whole mountain pass.
Yeah. So, Team Has-Beens and Wannabes picks up the cube.
Luffy has found Melmond, and it looks nice. Yeah, look at that. Level. Oh wait,
garbage.
Life is level 2. Life is level 2.
Have we checked all of level 7? Hey, level 5 fast. How you doing?
We've seen Onrak. We've seen Gaia. I don't know who.
Then life is level 2, or Lefane.
That's a 75% chance it's level 2.
My money's on. We don't talk about odds like that.
Oh, but Shumbabi has found an iron goal. That must be a tile. Ooh,
it is.
Oh, that's a nice tile. That's the best tile anyone could ask for. Except, is it hard to get to?
It's at the bottom of Ice Loop, so automatically that makes it harder than most any other tile to get to. And I want to say that Shumbabi has been in this waterfall for a good long time.
Well, oh wait, we found Tiamat.
Ooh, okay.
So Jay Scheidel is likely. Oh wait, no, Jay Scheidel doesn't have Brack.
Right, that's the problem.
So I wonder what the plan is here. That is a ninja. We've found katanas and they rolled up.
And we have lots of really good magic available at low levels. I'm starting to think tail optional if we're has-beens and wannabes. Because we just take a knight and a ninja and we just leave the mages as unupgraded.
Shumbabi finding the ice instead of as the adamant. Not something I want to see. I don't want to have to deal with fetch quests when I'm only looking for Oxyale.
Yeah.
Or, you know, it could be it can turn into an Excal or Vorpal.
That's true. A good endgame weapon for the knight is kind of necessary right now.
I mean, not with the ninja behind Tiamat. Fighter has hit max evasion. So, you know, just hit it as hard as you can.
Which is not very hard.
6 hits for 18 damage. The fighter is fasted though, so that's going to be more chances for crits.
And we're breaking up Rub strats. 2 and 256, let's go!
Is Rub the same element as Bane?
No, Rub is death element. So
and Bane is poison, yeah.
Correct. So it's true that Tia doesn't resist it, but the accuracy on Rub is so trash that the 200 M def just naturally resists it.
Shumbabi finding another ribbon and flame armor +3. This ninja is going to be really good. And a katana +1.
Hey, more vendor swords.
This is the item to go to if you want a broken ninja.
Your ninja
Claudette's
starter kit
coming out.
at Carnia Grassy.
That's literally everything a ninja could want. Hoping to give the fighter some more crits by casting Lock. That is some crits.
Meanwhile, Jay Scheidel still chipping away at this Tier 1. It's almost like carving an ice sculpture at this point.
But the ice is doing the carving.
And no one handed you a chainsaw.
Yeah, this is a pretty surefire fight if Tia keeps swinging, but this is gonna be a while.
6 hits, 6 damage is not what you want to see when you're aiming for 2,000 as a starting point.
Yeah, to be fair, the mages have put in their work before dying. The black mage ran out of charges.
Yeah.
170 damage. So that's pretty good.
And meanwhile, New Kids on the Block finds Canaria Castle. We get the much coveted Oxyel and
But
the Herb.
it's not needed. Oxyale is optional because, you know, we're fighting Tiamat.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in Canaria locked.
Good stuff. No. 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 Okay, nailed it. The King of Canaria, his wardrobe is not the most regal that we've ever seen. It had a magic gauntlet and just like a bunch of peasant clothing. A couple of bucks.
With this, I believe New Kids on the Block has translated the slab, and there's a katana instead of katana +1.
Hey, more vendor swords. And here we go. What is in?
Lee is no life. Okay. Provoka has life. I'm a level 8 nuke.
That nuke
We've got
hurts.
level 4. We've got level 4 fade.
Yeah, but it could be better.
We've got ice 3 sticks as well. It's fine.
I mean, we've got level 5 fast, and Temper.
Oh, yeah, goes down.
Hey, persistence gets there. So we got level 4 Temper, and we've got level 5 fast, and we have, in theory, 2 black casters. So it's probably fine. Pretty sure we saw low level Xfer as well somewhere.
This ninja putting that katana +1 on.
Oh, never mind. Xfer was level 6, so we would need promotion to get it, and even then, But Xfer would make the Ice 3 stick and the level 1 Lightning 3 do pretty respectable damage against Fiend 2s.
Yeah, I can see that, but you know, at this point, just, you know, you should be just fasting the ninja and getting as much buffs off as you can.
Yeah. So Luffy's gonna take on Kraken. Rax-rats? Rax-rats.
Here's what we've been waiting for. Brack not working out that first time.
You just gotta believe. Fade goes out, 272, incoming fire 2, does
That's
fire
gonna
2.
work, it's just whether or not Kraken's gonna die to damage or Brack.
Brack. I believe in Brack.
Wow, that's an evasive Kraken evading the ninja.
Yeah. Given the evasion on this Kraken, well, depending on the weapons we've got, because like if we have serviceable weapons. We can just hold A through.
Luffy is attacking with the katana +1, so it's
Mhm.
or Slow has other plans.
Brack, please.
Last Brack.
Last Brack, here we go. Well,
Well,
I believed in Brack.
you didn't
didn't,
believe
but I
hard
did.
enough.
I'm not responsible for other people's Brack beliefs. Will Quad X get us there? No.
Uh-oh.
Fastest,
Kraken is now very fast.
the fast is a major uh-oh moment. We just really want that to target the first slot.
Fade comes out. Fast yourself and then cast magic. Nice going, Kraken.
Hashtag just mean two things.
Quad X gonna work? Yep, Quad X works.
Got there. And that is New Kids on the Block lighting their fourth and final orb. And replacing the ninja with a master.
Why would you replace the ninja?
Because
well, life is at level 2. I can't remember if New Kids on the Block know that.
They might have deduced it. Because I don't think anyone's found Provoca yet, have they?
No one has found Provoca.
That's probably locked behind Oxiel then.
Could very well be. But Luffy just gonna take a desert grind because he noticed blue stakes. Yeah, mostly just steak and wings in all areas of the desert off the hard reset.
So, we got our 4 orbs. Now, the problem is we need to get levels. Overworld grinds will do as a last resort, however...
Shumbobby found that iron gold tile, and we have exit.
So, the iron gall tile is real swingy. When it does good, it's amazing. And when you get nothing but one iron gall over and over again, it's kind of duty. So, I would probably, given what a pain in the butt it is to get to, I would probably look elsewhere for a different option.
I mean, what other grind tiles have our runners found that's nearly as good?
Yeah, that is also an issue. Worst case scenario,
You can always do
tile
the walk.
exists. Or walking grind on floor 3.
Down goes Bahamut, and our mages are promoted. So that means Nuke and Life 2 primarily become accessible.
Yep.
For Luffy, that is. I'm really not a fan of replacing that ninja still. Because the best the fighter's got is an ice +2.
My assumption is that with the deduced life, because we know we're getting that on our knight, right? We just stick the knight in the front, we hand it a ruse stick, it's just gonna be a meat totem.
Defense sword is a Bane sword. Or Shumbobby's in Provoca.
Yep.
With a nice ruby for sale.
Ruby. Sure, why not? But yeah, we just stick the knight in the front, we give it all the defense, all the armor. It's our life caster, and then our black belt gets buffed into low Earth orbit, and we'll just detonate everything for us.
Level 7 black. Pick up Bane, okay. Level 7 white just has elemental defense. In on-rec anyway. So yeah, was this the I can't quite tell where Luffy is going.
Probably opening boxes is my assumption, or it's the pre-mermaid floor and that got reversed and we got lost. That happens.
Yeah, there must be a really good key item around here. Jay Shido falling for the flipped carry. You just got trolled.
So, my hint system for this is when you get down to carry floor, it's a so the stairs is in a 4x4 grid, right?
Yeah.
If the stairs is on the left side, you want to go right. If the stairs is on the right side, you want to go left. This is easy. And the only reason I figured that out is because I kept going the wrong way every time.
Yeah, no, Luffy is just kind of skipping boxes. Grimps with damage poison. Oh no.
Oh, so, our tracker helpfully pointing out that Luffy is down here in search of Provoca. Instead finds damage poison, which is a little awkward.
Shumbabi heading back to the ice cave, which is C-split. I believe Shumbabi cleared out both sides of the C-split.
Interesting. I wonder what's down here.
That's probably... No, I want to put my money on Iron Gold Tile. Because I would take that every time, especially when I have someone that's worth swinging.
So we went left, and per our tracker notes,
that's a ribbon.
Is mermaids. Oh, we were tracking down a ribbon. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I just want to see that Iron Gold Tile. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm a big fan of Iron Golems. Just like the Iron Golem League. It's one of our more entertaining categories of Final Fantasy Randomizer, in my opinion, because you just get so much variety out of it.
Yeah, I should get back into Iron Golem. I keep getting in tournaments, and then I keep practicing for tournaments instead of Iron Golem. Alright, so Luffy finally makes it to Provoca. Gonna stop at the party member store real quick, fill that up, and then grab our life. As Jay Shidell finds that tail that was skipped on quite a while ago.
Well, both teams have the tail now, so... And that was the right side of the C-split.
Yeah, and it's probably headed back down to get the fire orb.
Luffy has got one of our best fun percent flags on, where the ruby is replaced with any sort of food. And for Luffy, it was an egg.
You gotta have a balanced breakfast, right? And what better way to balance your breakfast than with like an $8,000 egg?
What kind of egg would be worth $8,000?
They probably dipped it in gold leaf or something stupid.
I never understood why people would do that. Like, why would you dip an egg gold, or dip any food in anything gold?
'Cause you're rich. As best I can tell, that's the full extent of it. I've heard celebrity chefs talk about it, and they say that it imparts a very weird, bitter, metallic flavor to anything you add it to, and there's nothing you can do to fix it or save it.
So if it just makes stuff taste worse...
Yeah, and you pay a lot of money to do it.
Like, we could be using that goal in electronics.
Yep. So, Sunflash Rune is in Gaia. Nope. Resetting out.
You know, Luffy was in Gaia, and he got life too.
Oh, did I transpose again?
Possibly.
Dang it.
It seems that we're going with the desert grind.
I hate it, but I understand it. Although I would still check Templophenes just to be cheeky. But I understand we've looked everywhere else. This is here. This is the least terrible thing. Let's just do this. Let's rip the Band-Aid off.
Meanwhile, Sunflash Rune didn't take the thief at the start, and that their team still has not found the ribbon. So instead, Sunflash Rune is saying, "I'll just kill Tiamat, get a ninja." Because, you know, you've got Katana +1, and you get lockpicking and ability to finish the game. It's worth it.
Yeah, at this point, Nuke Kids on the Block is just doing final maintenance, final shopping, final grinding, whereas the Has-Beens and Wannabes, 2 more orbs to light, but they know where both of them are, and then it's just leveling as well, but leveling at 500% versus leveling at 300%.
Jay Scheidel believes in Brack.
You gotta believe. Doesn't believe in black belts, though.
Yeah, no, just why cast Punch when you have a good enough cast of Slash?
Because there's more punch and it's better.
Wow, a lot of our runners are just grinding in the desert. We had 3 of our runners in the desert at the same time.
And I'm seeing an awful lot of blue stake, which makes me think that it's pretty close to the hard reset on the encounter
It's like
table.
the second enemy. So it's steak and wings into T-bone.
That's not bad, but I still feel like there's a better option.
I just... Like, even with all these T-Rexes you've got right here, it's just straight up faster if you know a good grind tile. Because if you find a good grind tile that even has 8,000 EXP per kill, that's literally just 2 steps, fight 8,000.
That is true. However, that's like you set up the question perfectly. If there's a better grind tile, and
I'm telling you, even with the super deep location, I would go for Iron Goals any day.
Nah, I'd pass on them. I'd go for a desert grind over the Iron Galls, especially if it's Tyro into T-Rex. Coming up on the 1 hour, 11 minute mark, I'm going to try and get a look at our levels. Because I feel like we've been out here for a bit.
They're like low to mid 30s, I believe.
Okay. So, what's your target level? Considering, like, taking into account everything we've got going on, like, what level would you aim for?
I've seen way too many rough Tophers. I aim for high 30s. Or if I'm ahead of my part... Okay, we just hit 30 on Luffy. And 31 on Shumbabi, so yeah, low 30s.
Basically even, yeah.
Like, I would I would aim for high 30s myself because I've seen 3 seeds so far over the past 3 weeks with triple nuclear fiends and chaos.
Right. I take kind of the same rationale as that. If I'm Luffy, I'm going to 42 because I have a black belt. It's not going to take us terribly long to get there. If I'm Shumbabi,
if I'm Shumbabi, I could take it lower, but think about this. Shumbabi is the one that's ahead in the grind.
Right.
So Shumbabi is going to be a higher level than Luffy no matter what, so it makes sense to grind the same amount as Luffy.
Mm-hmm. Although there's something to be said for the information dive. Although sometimes when that information is, this is going to murder you if you don't kill it in 2 turns, like, there's not a lot you can do with that information.
Yeah, usually what my partner and I do is whoever's ahead, if it's like 2 minutes ahead, which is not uncommon at all, then you just you stop the grind like 2 minutes before your partner, and you take that info dive and play through Topher really safely.
My problem with info dives is that when I'm the one that does the info dive, sometimes my information is just like, I just fast and double tempered and punched it and it blew up. Have fun.
Yeah, if you're ahead, there's no reason to be doing that, really, because like you're there for information so your partner who's behind can finish faster.
True, but my preferred party is not built for longevity.
What party do you run?
My ideal party in this flag set is Knight, Ninja, Red, Black.
That's where we differ. I run either Knight or Master. I don't care which most of the time. And then I'll have Ninja, White Mage, Red Mage. So I always go for that extra white magic. Chaos is extremely defensive and knows nuke. Not something you like to see.
That's an uh-oh. That would cause me to rethink if I'm in low 30s.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what the other fiends are, though, so... Come on, talk to the next bat, please. Thank you. Lich, speed bump.
Ooh, Lich got the Cure 4. Sweet.
Yep, so just hit him very hard.
Yep.
Harry also knows nuke and is extremely offensive.
Yeah, not a lot of defense, but either hits or that nuke is going to be bad news.
Yeah, that's going to be probably a kill carry before she kills you. Kraken, extremely evasive, hits very hard, has a lot of HP, and knows nuke. That,
I would say, is almost certainly an evade-capped Kraken with nuke, which is maximum uh-oh.
What about Tia?
No, not that one.
Tia... It's like Tia's Matt's an all-rounder with nuke and crack.
So, this is a balanced ugly Topher, I think.
Yeah.
Who rolled this?
I think it was our tracker Danny that rolled this seed. So we know that Chaos is going to know 3 nukes. We can assume Kraken knows the other 2.
Yeah, that tracks.
And then, of course, Tiamat, knowing Crack, is probably going to cast stuff like Bane as well and kill everyone. Even with ribbons.
And Jay Scheidel is our first in the Temple of Fiends Revisited at, we'll round up and call it 1 hour 16 minutes.
Oh, I didn't even realize the timers are different.
Yep.
Sunflash Room, finding that patrolling war mech. That might be nice if we want to get a few quick levels.
Oh, that's always... See... That's high risk.
Jay Scheidel is low 20s.
Low 20s?
This has got to be a throwaway info dive.
No,
especially after...
This is the tile check and a 3rd floor grind.
Ah.
Like, yeah, we're taking a Ghastly fight, and they seem kind of large.
Considering how low level he is and how he's been meleeing, it's probably probably not too big.
Mhm.
Come on, good grind tile.
So Luffy is in
Uh-oh.
the lane, picking up
They've got
new...
fasted fighters.
Fighters can't melee, it's fine.
Well, my fighter can.
Yeah, but Chaos's cannot.
God, this is gonna be a grind dive.
Yeah. We're trying to make it to that tile to see if it's something not garbage, as Luffy is getting the information from the bats. Oh, Badman with first spell Cure 3 is awkward. Because, like, cool, great, it's not doing anything to us, but it would be nice if it didn't heal them.
I mean, with good turn or... Oh, these are some chunky, okay men.
Yeah.
Oh, but the perfect turn order. All 3 of your spells go off in a row.
Luffy still getting the bad news that our balanced ugly Topher. And is Shumbabi still doing a bit of grinding? No, is...
Gargoyles on the Topher tile. Oh no.
Oof. Well, it was a good check. Thunder Sword. And yeah, this is a whole lot of what we don't want. Are we doing a first floor grind? We'll try our luck.
Yeah, probably just to check it out.
There's a bit too much ugly stuff on the 3rd floor, so first floor is next up. Question in chat. So for the bat pluses, what is baseline? Baseline is dependent on the Fiend, so Lich is going to have low baseline stats, whereas like Kraken, Tia, Chaos are going to have high baseline stats. The notable ones to watch out for are number of hits, evasion, and defense. The higher those get to 10 pluses, the more it's going to be. Like if the evasion stat is 10 pluses, that is evade capped. If the absorb stat is 10 pluses, that is about as close to capped as we're ever going to get in the slag set. If hit is capped, that's a Kraken who's going to have like 13 or whatever hits. Those are the primary stats to try and math out.
And then, of course, there's the spells that they know. So, when a Fiend knows Nuke, that means 2 things. It's either Nuke or Nuclear.
Right.
Nuke being just like our Nuke, where it could do anywhere from 100 to 400 damage, depending on how unlucky you are. Ooh, wait.
Except Lich, but he doesn't count. Correct. Lich is not actually a Fiend. Lich is a scripted trash fight encounter.
Wait a minute. Oh, Luffy has entered Topher. When did that happen?
A few seconds ago at 1:19:05. Thank you, tracking.
Yep, that's a master that's hit level 40. Very much going to be online by the time it gets to the rough fiends.
Jay Scheidel also in Temple of Fiends Revisited. Are we taking? Yeah, we're sort of taking fights. We're flirting with the idea of taking fights. I wonder if this is a grind run or a hope for the best run. Looks like this is going to be a hope for the best run.
Yeah. I assume Luffy is gonna be gonna keep diving, but be slightly aggressive. Oh no, he's walking back and forth, trying to get into 42.
Yeah, he's doing a third floor guy while waiting for his partner to roll in. Which his partner is in now, so now would be the time, I think, to accelerate.
Yep. Shumbobby has hit level 42. And then just gonna save it and then redive.
Seems fair.
So no extra grinding needed, just go fast. And considering that both of the nuke kids on the block are in Topher and at least level 40, I think they have a much better shot in winning this. Sunflash Rune is trying to promote. Jay Scheidel is a decent way into Topher. However, if the fiends are scary, Jay Scheidel is gonna die.
Right. This is gonna be Jay Scheidel's first true test. A Kraken 2 fight that we know has some form of nuke or nuclear. And also had a lot of hits. Carry 2 didn't have a lot of like absorb or evade, but this is definitely gonna be a get them before they get you fight.
So if you're Jay Scheidel and you make it past Kraken 2, do you grab Masa?
Yeah, and then warp out. Assuming our partner has not entered Topher yet, yeah, get it, exit out, save, go back in. Take a lot of these trash fights on the way down to just generate experience as we go.
Yeah, like to me, you just see a couple of 2 enemies that I think you can just melee down in one swing each. Those are the kind of fights I would take. Or the unrunnables.
Those are worth taking, I hear.
I hear you have to do them sometime.
Alright, Shumbobby and Luffy on the same floor. Oh hey, Medusa's had Blaze. That's awkward.
Oh, and they cast...
Oh.
Imagine if you saw that X for before Blaze.
Oh, gross. I don't like it. Nope. Nope.
Rub coming out against Carrie. That's nuclear.
There's the nuclear. The party survives. Luffy is on Speed Bump Mark II. Jay Scheidel still working on... gonna try tempering that ninja. Incoming Thunder denies the temper. Katana Smash goes out. 7 hits, 886. We're through Carrie.
If we have a life caster, and that was technically better for our spell charges.
They don't have Ruby, but that doesn't necessarily mean they never made it to Provoca, because...
They found Titan's West very early, so they had no need for a Ruby. The Black Mage is not coming up. Uh-oh.
That's an uh-oh moment. Or we remember that waters were the worst thing ever, so we're gonna wait to cast life until we're in front of Kraken.
Speaking of wait...
The awkward part is when we run into fights like this where we really wanted another AoE caster.
Lift 3 will take care of most of them.
But that'll take precious time. And Luffy, 6 hits, 506, we on the Kraken 2 fight. Fast going off after the nick of time. Shumbobby pulling Kraken 2. Gonna go for evasion strats. Invis 2 goes out.
That's not Kraken 2.
Sorry, Carry 2. Kelly 2. 19 hits, like over 1800 damage, I think. Luffy is through. Meanwhile, the Kraken 2 fight on Shumbobby's side. I keep saying Kraken 2. Carry 2. I'm just excited for this Kraken 2 fight. Who's excited for a Kraken 2 fight? Raise your hands. Make sure to raise them in front of the camera. As Shumbobby takes down Carry 2. And we've got 3 runners on the water floor.
Waters have poison. It seemed to be a status type poison. And they have Glare U.
We got Soft, and then we're doing the heal. Are we doing the life?
I don't think. At this point, yeah, no. There's no life.
And in we go.
Hey, Kraken.
Jay Scheidel, first to pull Kraken 2. We're gonna try some Fast, we're gonna try some Bruise, we're gonna try...
It's a highly...
some Lock.
Turn 1 nuke from Kraken. Oh no.
This is exactly what you don't want to see if you're Jay Scheidel. Shumbabi has pulled Kraken 2. Luffy doing a little bit of heal pop fire hosing, gonna pull Kraken 2. Shumbabi off to the races. Taking some incoming melee damage before we get those Ruse sticks off. Fast goes off, Invis 2 going off. Meanwhile, on Jay Scheidel's side, struggling to try to keep the party alive, but it's going all offense. Ninja going out, 4 hits for 620. Ruse, Quad X, misses the Knight. Thank gosh for ribbons. Lock goes out. Meanwhile, Shumbabi, already up to 4 hits for 514. The nuke comes in. His party's looking a lot better than Jay Scheidel's. Temper goes off. We're gonna try some healing strats. How about some healing strats and maybe some lock strats? Meanwhile, Jay Scheidel, we're still getting tempers off. We still have the red mage up. 5
Kraken
hits
goes
for
down.
932.
That's the big
Jay Scheidel's
roadblock.
through Kraken. Yep.
He's only got 35 healing potions left.
That's an uh-oh, and with a partner in Topher, I would consider... Well, no, we got Warp, so we can just go get the sword and then Warp, and then we're doing it. It's fine. Meanwhile, Shumbabi through Kraken 2. Luffy, still working on it.
Yeah, with a black belt, that won't take very long.
Going for maximum power. 2 hits for 89 out of the night. Black belt? 2 hits for 312.
Remember, it's almost max evasion Kraken.
Shumbabi going for the Mazza. Jay Scheidel going for the Mazza. This is a lot more precarious for Jay Scheidel because we're low on resources. Luffy through Kraken 2. Luffy's not going to go for the Mazza. He doesn't need it. He's got a walking Mazza. It's fine.
It's a bit better than a Masa.
And Jay Scheidel not warping back, I have to assume that we're conserving spells that are on the same level as Warp. That would be Lock. Yep, we need Lock, so that makes sense.
If Tia 2 doesn't hit too hard, this would be very good.
13 hits for 733 out of the black belt. Shumbabi dodges a rub. Jay Scheidel starting with lock strats, starting with ruse strats. Luffy trying to figure out what we're doing. What we're doing is tempering. Hit goes out, 5 hits for 12 damage. We don't have a black mage anymore, but that's fine because we got life 2. Oh, 16 hits for 1478. Luffy is first through Tia 2. We're on Cure 1 strats on Shumbabi's side. Lightning 2 coming in, doing Lightning 2 things.
Ooh.
Katana Strike. 13 hits for 1047. Tia's still there. 2 hits for
We're
30.
down
Tia's
to
still
melee
there.
class. How are we going to deal with Wacka-Garland?
Does Luffy not have any casters? No, we got a nice 3-stick.
That's fair. I'll give him that.
Yeah, Jay Scheidel's should have a nice stick. So 2 rounds of ice stick and we should be good to go. So Luffy first to Wacka-Garland. Shumbabi not far behind. Jay Scheidel still working on the air floor. His partner Sunflash Rune is on the earth floor, approaching Lich. Luffy blasting through the garlands. Just fade
We're
them
going
all
to
down.
have triple chaos on screen.
We're already shifting to temper strats. Fade goes out. We're gonna clean up some of the last of these garlands. Alright, all that's left is chaos. Ruse going off. Incoming Lightning 2, doing Lightning 2 things. Shumbabi starting the garland cleanup. Just gonna fade until we have only the one thing left. Are we gonna wall? Or are we gonna... What are we doing? We're gonna invis? We're gonna invis. Temper goes off. Invis goes off. Ruse goes off. Chaos tries to rub, but that ain't doing anything. We got resistance and we have MDef. We're going to continue buffing this black belt.
Level 42 black belt has got this covered.
Incoming nuclear. Did
Only
kind of
90
lock the black mage.
only 90 damage.
7
over
hits for
1,000 damage.
1,006. not to be outshined, Shumbabi's Ninja. That was 7 hits for almost 800. Luffy is the first through with a super punch at 1 hour, 31 minutes, 47 seconds. It's now down to Shumbabi. Can he keep it up? Katana Strike, 7 hits for 1100. Chaos still there.
And remember, Shumbabi's got has got Masa, so it's going to be extra big damage.
4 hits for 267. The Ninja did around 700. Mazza Strike for 65. Chaos swings and misses. 2 hits for 204. Chaos still there. Temper goes off. We're going to try swing, lock. What are we doing? We're concerned for the future. We're going to do some preemptive healing. Lightning 2, doing Lightning 2 things. Healing, going to top all our health off.
The Knight really doesn't do that much damage compared to the Ninja, so much. And
7 hits for 1,569. Gosh dang damage. Get your GGs out in chat for NUKEKotB on the block. Finishing with an official FFR bot time of... 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 40 seconds. GG to them.
Yep. Now, because of this, NUKEKotB on the blocks are gonna advance to round of 8.
So Jay Scheidel on the Chaos fight. We're meleeing the right target. We're just gonna let these other Garlands do their thing, because to get rid of them is annoying to the point of not wanting to spend the resources. Lightning 2 doing Lightning 2 things. We're just gonna lock this Chaos, and we're just gonna deal with it. Like, once the Chaos goes down, it's like whole day to just clean up the rest of it, and these Garlands they ain't gonna do nothing.
Once the tempers go off from that Ninja, I suspect that you're just gonna cast or use the Ice 3 stick.
4 hits for 317 out of the night. We're going to try double melee strats. Lightning 2 continuing to do Lightning 2 things as the Ninja goes down on one leg. 4 hits for 246, still going. 4 hits for 474, still going. 3 hits for 238, still going. Katana, 5 hits for 483. Chaos is kind of not wanting to go down. Is still continuing his chump magic barrage. Fast the Garland. Maybe there was some strategy to leaving the Garlands up. 3 hits for 165, still there. 4 hits for 5. We're gonna keep meleeing. Can Jay Scheidel get there? Stun misses. 2 hits for 23. Our damage is really kinda going down in a hurry. Lightning 2 doing Lightning 2 things. Lots of incoming melee, doing nothing. 3 hits for 30. This is not what we want.
Chaos is just way too tanky.
The final temper going out. Onto this Knight with the Mazza. We're just gonna keep a-swinging. 5 hits for 284 out of the Mazza. 4 hits for 285 out of the Katana. Sunflash Rune is through Kraken 2, but at what cost? We've only got a Ninja left. Jay Scheidel is like, you know what? I hate these Garlands, let's just get rid of them. I hate menuing every turn. 1 hit for 5 damage, 1 hit for 1 damage. We're gonna try some Ice 3 strats. 5 hits for 318. Chaos still there, Rub ineffective. 6 damage, 240 damage, and terminated. Jay Scheidel is through Chaos.
Alright. Meanwhile, we are joined in chat by the NUKEKotB on the block, Shumbabi and Luffy. GG to both of you, and congratulations for moving on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's talk the very start of the race. You get handed a Forced Black Mage. What are your thoughts?
Loving it.
100% loving it.
We're going into this probably trying to draft that party. So if any one of those 3 pop up and the bonuses line up and aren't too outweighed by the other classes, I think that was playing right into how we wanted to play this early game.
Yep, I agree.
All right, take a break real quick because Sunflash Rune and the Solo Ninja is on Tia 2. We've got our Ro16 operational. We're going to try Katana swings. 4 hits for, what was that, 800? That seemed good. Rub, ineffective.
More like 300, 400.
5 hits for 265. 2 hits 2. This is going to be
Just
a
hope it
battle
crits.
of attrition. Yeah, just let the ninja crit. This is that thing that everybody tells me it can do. 2 hits for 113, still going. A little bit more evasion than we like, so we're going to toss out one of our lock charges on this. 4 hits for 177. We're making okay progress. Tia going for melee strats, but it's not getting anywhere. Swing. 4 hits for 344. Tia's still there.
Yeah, so pretty much at this point, it's going to be whole day and pray for Sunflash Rune.
Gonna drink some safety heals because there's the nuke and it was 370. That's all of what we didn't want. And then a crit through evasion.
Oh, unfortunate.
And the has-beens and wannabes have forfeit. We're gonna see if we can get them in here. So while we work on that, NUKEKotB's on the block. When we're handed the perfect party of destiny, what do you? So if you could write a wish list, what's the number one single thing at the top of that wish list that you want to find early?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Early magic, probably, is my number one thing I really want to find. We want to find level 2, preferably level 3 and 4 if we can find it, because I want to know what we're looking at, obviously, on those levels. We're looking for Brack, we're looking for a sweeper, but definitely early magic is the wish list when you get, rolled that Black Mage, which is Black Mage, Best Mage for sure.
I think I'm going to go a little bit differently because we took it for granted in this particular seed, but we really feel it when it doesn't show up. And that is tents that are purchasable very early.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Because without the save items, we can't really make those dives that we want to make.
Mm-hmm.
So that's high on my wish list is a tent.
And we are joined in the booth by Jay Scheidel of the Has-Beens and Wannabes. Unfortunately, Sunflash Rune had to step out. So we have one half of the team interview, and GG for a heck of a run.
Hey, thanks.
So I'll give you the same question that I gave to the Nuke kids. You get forced a Black Mage. How do you react to that?
It's not our go-to, but there's definitely worse. Like, what we don't like to see a black belt or white mage there. That's just not what we run. Red fighter thief is kind of where we like to land, but you can go with a black mage any day of the week.
All right,
Yeah.
and oh, sorry. Go ahead. I tend to hog these. Go ahead.
Yeah, I seem to be one of the few people here that actually likes taking the white mage.
I had to make a convert out of Luffy myself.
And he's got me playing things a little safer, and I still do not like white mages. They're not speed and power, which is the way I've learned to race. But I understand the safety, and they do have a lot of value in these flags. So I'm not going to argue that at all. And
So how about that? How about that exit that was either promotion locked or white mage locked?
We saw exit, started rejoicing, then, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, by taking a red mage was fine because the knight was found pretty early on in this seed, and the knight can learn that exit, I think.
Yeah, it was just, we found it so early I didn't have the charges.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, what did you think of like what you got this seed? And this goes out to both teams. This could be like spells, equipment, anything.
We completely fumbled Provoca. I wish we would have found it. Marked down Onrak as being the bottom of that dive and didn't have life.
Yeah, I will say that NUKEKotB found Provoca extremely late.
Mhm.
So
If
no one
they
found
hadn't
Fake
finished,
for the longest time.
yeah, if they hadn't finished, that was the next thing. We were like, I don't care. Let's start diving again. We need life.
Mhm.
Yeah, for this seed was drastically different than the last one we had run against the Has-Been and Wannabes. It was the dungeons, the layouts were a lot deeper in a couple of really like key spots.
Mhm.
And then they were also awkwardly short in a couple of others. Like the fiends, the deepest fiend I have on my tracker right now is like 3 maps in. So
Yeah, I think
it's-
Black Strat's viable, right?
yeah, it was very interesting to see that kind of like, yeah, we could technically go mode pretty quickly, but everything was kind of locked behind items, which you didn't really have access to great ways to get those items, I feel like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that's why we pushed in a little bit earlier than we probably should have. It's like we had ribbons, we had dragon armor, we had good armor, we had a katana. Like I knew I could get a Masa at the end, so I just don't have life.
Yeah, life seemed to be a pretty big importance because Kraken was not very kind.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 evade? Yeah.
9
rarely
out of 10
is
evade
kind.
and
Yeah.
like turn 1 nuke.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The only saving grace on Kraken was he did not have very high attack this seed, so he could have just been extra brutal.
Mhm.
But I mean,
Mediocre HP, so
but I'll take it.
With
All right.
how dangerous these fiends were, I'm surprised that like any of these dives worked on the first try as well as they did. But then again,
Yeah.
Nuke Kids on the Block were level 42.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of my other questions is let's talk grind options in this seed. Was I'm guessing desert was the heck with it. This is better than the nothing we found anywhere else.
Yeah, I think Shun Bobby found the iron goals pretty deep in the floater loop, and we were debating what to do with it. I mean, I figured we had exit, we can maybe make it work, punch him down, but I found blue stake somewhere off a reset in the desert, so we knew it was there, and it happened to be the second encounter in the bottom left quadrant. It was, steak and wings into blue stake, so it was working fine, but pretty much that whole time you can ask Shum, I'm going, like, can I go anywhere else besides here? Is there anything we haven't seen? But I mean, it worked, and I got the last few of my levels in Temple of Fiends. I thought that would be the plan all along, because I knew he had some shopping to do.
Similar question to Jay Scheidel is you were the first in Topher, and I feel like you were testing the waters of the 3rd floor to see if that was going to be your grind spot. Is that where you were going to go back to if you needed levels?
Well, basically, it's like, first of all, we had the Topher exit if necessary. I could not have found a tile, and the desert was okay. Like, it would have worked. But I went down there, it's like, okay, I'm getting gas dragons, I'm getting whatever else. Like, I'll take a few here, get up to 28, get up to 30-ish, and then dive.
Yeah, high 20s, low 30s dive into Topher when you saw those stats. That's brave.
Well, the stats were a little bit crazy just because of the nukes, but like HP-wise, Chaos is the only one who really had something. Evasion was the thing to worry about, because the biggest hit was Chaos at 4. We had Ruse Staff. It's like the biggest attack, excuse me. And then Kraken at 6. So it's like, I thought we could do it. We also had 3 ribbons, Dragon Armor, Opal +4. It's like, we had the equipment, I felt.
Yeah, that's certainly a.
We've been finishing the seeds with 1, maybe 2 Chaos Dives around 30.
Yeah, I've been practicing these myself and watching these races, and oh boy, Kraken and Chaos are always just terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, so Jay Scheidel, unfortunately, this is your exit from the tournament. Do you have any final thoughts for us? Not just about the
Really,
race, but the tournament in general.
Well, co-op is always just fun to get together with friends and do it, and I think we may have strong-armed a couple other friends to join us in League, so this is going to be crazy, bringing some newbies up, and just get ready for League and have some fun.
All right, and Nuke Kids on the Block, you are on your way to the winner of the Ornery Obliterating Force versus Scions of Time. Got any thoughts for that matchup?
I'm excited to see how they play, and definitely gonna watch back those VODs, take some notes. But I mean, anytime you advance in a tournament, right? It's always fun. It's always like an extra challenge because you know that whoever you're gonna be facing has made it through that kind of trial by fire already. But I'm excited for it personally.
Yeah, I agree. I never look ahead to see who's next. I always feel that's some bad luck. So I'll do my research too. No, it's a fair question nonetheless. But I played a lot of sports growing up, and whenever you look ahead, it always kind of never ends well for you and what you're doing presently. So I'll probably watch back their VOD tonight and see how things went for them. But I'm very excited to move on. Shum and I have worked hard, so we're gonna keep working.
Yeah,
Right,
you
and-
both did work very hard. Let's see. One thing I want to say before we wrap up. Tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be having another co-op match. We're going to be having the team Papa John's versus Platypuff. It's going to be on Speed Gaming, although which Speed Gaming is yet to be determined, so watch out. And do you have any final thoughts here, Lord Fizzlebeef?
So, shout outs to everyone that turned out tonight to watch. It was great fun, especially with all the egg nonsense in chat. Shout outs to the unspoken hero of the run, Danny3883, for tracking. And shout outs to Makocom's Admiral Tryhard. This was fun.
Yeah, it really is a lot of fun. Alright. We'll catch you all next. Yeah, catch you all next time.